I'm on my back and he's like, this is gonna sound crazy. I don't even care. He's sitting like directly on my pelvis, right? He's sitting on my pelvis. Welcome back to another episode of the Chronicles of Mike Murphy with your narrator, comedian Mike Murphy. Hey, before we go any further, please do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, tell a friend and tell a friend. Any way that you can help contribute to growing the audience on my channel, I greatly appreciate it. As I said it before, I'll say it again. Without you, there is no me, and for that, I am thankful. So on today's episode, I'm going to take y'all back to the spring of 2000 when I got beat up in front of my girlfriend by my homie. So super embarrassing. And the worst part about it was I wasn't even the one supposed to be fighting him and still took the crazy L. So let's go back to what led up to those series of unfortunate events for myself. So at the time, it was me, my man Rail, my man Ty, my man Reese. We all hung out in my neighborhood, which is Garfield, the hood. The part of my neighborhood is called the Valley. It's at the bottom. Now, all the projects is at the top of the neighborhood. We down at the bottom, thus the name the Valley. So we had a homeboy named Jose, black dude, real name Carlos Mieres, but we call him Jose. We thought that's just a Spanish name. He don't got a drip of Spanish in him, straight nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know where I met Jose. Might have been school. Now, Jose lives in Stanton Heights. Now, Stanton Heights is across the street from the projects in Garfield. That's the neighborhood that you move to if you black and you start getting a couple dollars. And you ain't rich, but you doing well. You know what I'm saying? You get some bread, you move to Stanton Heights. It's the uppity it's like the suburb of Garfield. Every neighborhood in Pittsburgh got a hood, and then right outside of it got a little, oh, this is where niggas go when they get the little bread. So that's where Stanton Heights was. So I'm assuming that his mom had a couple dollars, her husband was doing all right or whatever. They lived in Stanton Heights. So we used to hang with Jose every day. He'd be down the valley with us, kicking with us. We playing Madden, whatever it was, messing with the shorties, whatever it was, Jose was with us. This is our man, 50 grand. At the end of the night, it's starting to get late. We got school tomorrow, whatever the case may be. Jose got to walk home. Now, from where we hang at to where Jose lived, I'm probably going to say is maybe a mile and a half max, right? It started getting cold October, November. That little fall chill hit. Them leaves is getting, you know what I mean? They rustling on the ground and the wind is whistling. It started, you know what I mean? That might be a little bit of an extreme walk for Jose. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got no rides. Our parents ain't taking you home. So it's starting to get late at 5:30, 5 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Jose got to walk a mile and a half to the crib to get home. So he would have to walk through the projects to get to Stanton Heights. Now, my other homies that I played football with, Little League, high school, all that, my benefactor niggas, they lived on Fern Street. They were triplets, Jamie, Jeff, Jason, they little cousin, AO, they man Gio, shout out my man Gio. It was a bunch of them. It was a whole group of them. They all hung together, right? You know what I mean? They lived up there. We lived down at the bottom. So when Jose would see them, it'd be, oh, what's good? He's kicking it with them. They would all be hanging out. So what Jose started to do was, little by little, he started leaving us earlier than he normally would to go kick it with them for a little bit before he got to the crib. Now, since Jose's not from the hood and doesn't understand the hood politics or how we operate, in his mind, he believes that him leaving us to go hang with them is like some form of betrayal. I don't know why he thought that, but these dudes is our niggas. These is like my brothers. I love them just like I love the dudes I hang with. We all play football together. We all grew up together. We just live in two different parts of the neighborhood. That's it. But in his mind, he like, yo, I'm snaking my mans in them to go hang with these dudes as if they was our enemies. That's how I'm assuming it was going through his brain, because there was no other reason for him to think that. So eventually, Jose just stopped hanging with us altogether and was just hanging with them. And I always assumed that it was just because it was closer to his house. And I ain't gonna lie, I had to walk to Jose's house like once or twice. I didn't like it at all. In 2000, I was 16 years old. For me to walk anywhere a mile and a half outside of going to school or coming home to go see somebody had to be a shorty. Only way I'm ever walking a mile and a half in October with the hawk out cutting through my hoodie is to go see a shorty. I'm never doing that to go see no dudes. He was doing it every day. In the summertime, it wasn't bad, but in the winter, the fall, that's a little bit much. So I always just assumed that he just started hanging with them because it was closer to his house. I didn't care. Them was our niggas too, you know what I mean? It was like, oh, that makes sense. But you know how you do some foul shit to somebody and you assume they know, so the way you start acting towards them is different and they don't know why you're acting different towards them? That's what he was doing. He assumed that we knew that he was hanging with them and that was a violation. So instead of waiting for confirmation for us to say something to him, he just started talking shit on us, which is weird. Like, why are you talking shit on us? We never said nothing about you. We never be like, yeah, we heard this nigga Jose hanging with the Trips in him. That nigga crazy. That nigga fat. Like, that never happened. You know what I'm saying? It never even crossed our mind like, oh, he's doing some foul shit. But in his mind, he felt he was. So he just proactively just started talking shit on us to beat us to the punch. You know how high school is. Ain't no social media like that. It's, yo, you heard? Psst, whispers going around about what he said, she said, that type of thing. It gets back to us that Jose's been talking shit. And so we like, yo, what's up with this nigga, bro? So I don't think we confronted him about it or whatever, because at that age, as a man now, I'm going to pull my man to the side like, yo, bro, I heard this. What's going on with, you know what I mean? I'm going to just address it. But when you 16, 15, you just like, oh, he said, you just let everybody else hype it up. The buildup gets so crazy that now it's like, yo, we got to do something. So instead of us addressing it and finding out what the issue was, we just let the buildup kept happening. We was saying little shit. He was saying shit. Then it got to the breaking point. Niggas got to rumble now. Bro, we got to fight. You didn't said this. I didn't said this. We get to figure this out. So now it's we get out of school at 2:15. We gonna go fight in the church parking lot across the street from Home Depot, which was a half a block from Peabody High School. That school is still there, but it ain't called Peabody no more. They call it Obama Academy or something. It's still Peabody to me. But we leaving Peabody, one of the best high schools in the city of Pittsburgh. Don't argue with me. Go argue with your moms. We leaving Peabody, and everybody's. I know the teachers didn't heard the chatter in the circulating through the lunch tables and in the classrooms. Yo, it's gonna be a fight after school. It was like that movie with Ice Cube, School Fight or something, where he's supposed to fight the white boy. It was like that. Everybody was talking about it, hyping it up, right? So by the time school let out, it's 50, 60 people, males, females, they all walking. Big crowd of us leaving Peabody down the alleyway to get to the church parking lot, right? So I told this story before, and I said that my nigga Rel was the one supposed to fight Jose. Rel told Jose, nigga, I'm beating your ass after school is on. So it's supposed to be Jose versus Rel. When I told the story before, I said, yo, Rel was that dark-skinned, dirty nigga from the hood that was just with all the shits, right? And he hit me like, damn, bro, you telling all your followers I'm dirty and shit? And I wanted to clarify that when I use the word dirty, it doesn't mean like don't wash up or don't wash your clothes. That ain't what I mean. The best way to describe it is like, he ain't dirty like Dookie from The Wire. He ain't like that. When I say, yo, you like a little dirty nigga, it's like Bodie from The Wire. Like, you just a wild nigga, just ready. It's more Bodie than Dookie. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think, I'm going to paint the picture. When you 16, right? My man Rel, dark skin, he had cornrows, but there was no hang time. So you already know there's a level of stress in your life when your braid, when your tails is just right on the back of your skull. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is cracking jokes when you already built up a level of anger in the reserve chamber ready to activate it on somebody. You know what I'm saying? So he dark skin, little braids, they look like stitches. Him and his brother got to share clothes sometimes, or his brother would steal his clothes. They didn't really have much, you know what I'm saying? His mom is, you know, Miss Karen, she doing her best to make ends meet, just like most of our parents or whatever. But he was just like I'm ready to rumble. I'm not taking no shit. Y'all niggas want to talk about me, whatever. I ain't got the best clothes. I'm fucking you up. He was that nigga. Niggas was afraid of him. Now, I could fight too, but I was light-skinned. I joked all the time. I never took nothing serious. So I guess people thought I was an easier target than Rel would be. So as we walking down the alleyway, Rail taking off his shit, preparing to thrash Jose, which everyone knows is going to be a clear victory for Rail. Jose pulls the infamous get out of jail free card and says, "Hey, Mike, I heard you called me a bitch." I'm like, "I did call you a bitch, and you is a bitch. What you talking about?" But nah, you fighting Rail. The end of the story. Don't try to get out of it. He's ready. You ready? Nah, I don't got nothing to do with this, bro. He want to fight you. Leave me out of it, bro. I did call you a bitch. You are, but that's it. Now I want to fight you. I ain't really got no problem. He hit the. I ain't really got no problem on Rail. I don't even know why we're fighting. My problem's with you because you called me a bitch. Now here's the thing, right? And me and Jose mad cool again right now. Every time I see him is love. But I called Jose a bitch in a like just you know, haphazardly way. Like, yeah, you heard what Jose said? Oh, man, Jose's a bitch. He don't want to fight that nigga, Rail. Like something like that. Real just brush it under the rug. Rail was like, that nigga's a bitch. I'm going to smack that nigga. I'm going to punch that nigga's head off his shoulders. He's talking crazy about Jose. All I said was, oh, Jose's a bitch. Like that, right? Just whatever. So the fact that he's trying to make it seem like his real problems with me, everybody know he's scared of Rail. We like, nah, bro. But I'm thinking to myself, nigga, what about me makes you think that I won't do you the same way Rail would do you, nigga? These is my niggas. We get it on, nigga. We're trained for this shit. I'm thrashing you. So he keep talking crazy. Rail like, nah, bro, I got it. I'm fighting him. I'm like, yeah, Jose, you fighting Rail? He like, nah, dog, you's a bitch. Call me a bitch, you's a bitch. I'm like, what, nigga? He like, what, you afraid of me? Yeah, that's what it is. I know you scared. It's cool. He did one of those moves. Got peer pressure right into the rumble. Now, I was with my girlfriend. Her name was Shawnee. Dark brown skin, chocolate joint from the hood, little ghetto joint. She wasn't all that fine, but something about her I liked. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because she liked me, and I wasn't really getting mad honeys at the time. The fact that she liked me so much made me like her, I guess. But she's with me. She looking at me like, I know you ain't gonna let this nigga call you a bitch. I'm like, nah, babe, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna deal with this. So I'm like, nah, bro, I'm rumbling him. Bro, like, nah, come on, bro. I'm like, yo, I got it, bro. Now, fast forward years later, when Rail was like, I wasn't doubting you could beat him, but it was just, and I brought up like 5 examples to Rail, like, what about this? What about this? What about this? He was like, oh yeah, you really was wrecking shit. I'm like, yeah, nigga. Like, people just mistake my joking all the time for not being able to fight when I could. So I said, nah, Jose, we gonna get it on and shit. He's like, bet. We get to the parking lot, everybody circles around us, right? It's just like the movies. Fight, fight, fight. It's just like this. I can remember this shit so vividly. My man Mark Starks was there, like, beat his ass, bro. I'm like, nigga, you already know what it is, right? So we throwing the hands and shit. I'm cleaning Jose up. I don't think he got one hit on me. I'm teeing off on Jose, right? At some point, Jose rushes me. I catch him, bong, bong, and then I slam this nigga on the ground. When I slam him, our feet kind of get tangled up. And I didn't notice, but when we land, I broke his leg because of the way his foot was like tangled in mine. I broke it, but when we fell, he landed on top of me. Pause. That was crazy. So he's on top of me. Again, another pause, just in case. Y'all ain't hear the first one. And it was like big brother, little brother, or like nephew, uncle type style. Like I'm on my back, and he's like, this is gonna sound crazy. I don't even care. He's sitting like directly on my pelvis, right? He's sitting on my pelvis, and he's just wham, wham, wham. He's just going to town, right? I'm trying to block the shits, right? He's connecting. Every shit is connecting. Like, I think he was like 90% connection rate on my grill. He's teeing off on me, right? And I can't do nothing about it. And he's positioned on top of me perfectly to where I can't really get up. And all the adrenaline's going on. I don't think he knows his leg is broke. I mean, I don't know it's broke for sure, but he's the one that has to feel the pain. And I don't think he knows. So he's just like, like, I'm sick of you messing with me. Like one of them type joints, right? He's going crazy. Just bing, 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 bing. I'm like, oh shit. My man Mark Starks is like, bro, get up. Protect yourself. Yo, fuck you, Mark. No. This shit was making me so mad because I was like, nigga, do you think if I could get up, I would still be down here? Like, I can't get up, dog. Like, I wanted to be like, nigga, help me. I wanted to say that. Nigga, help me. I can't do shit. He's fucking me up. So up until this point, I didn't beat his ass. And then when we land, I just so happened to land on my back, and now you got the advantage. He's teeing off, right? So niggas finally break it up and shit. Now remember, my girlfriend's there. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, she's watching me get pulverized by this nigga Jose. And again, Jose was not a nigga in school known to be that tough dude. Like, I can't go to school on Monday and niggas be like, oh yeah, you lost to Jose. It's cool. You win some, you lose some. You know what I mean? That's a credible opponent. No, it wasn't. Niggas was like, yo, you can't fight, nigga. If you lost to him, you's a bitch, nigga. Like, I know I'm gonna have to deal with that and fight 6 more niggas when I get to school on Monday and just take it out on them. So I'm mad as fuck. They pick him up. I try to go after him again. The Trips is like, nah, bro, it's over. Chill. I'm like, yeah, oh, nigga, let me go. So they take him to this place down the street. I think it was like there was this program they were in for like after school, whatever, that carried on from when they were like in elementary and middle school. So they went down there, whatever. They find out his leg is broke by that point because now he can't walk. So when we finally get back to school on Monday or whatever, because that was like a Friday, he's on crutches. And I'm thinking, I'm beating this nigga up on crutches. I don't care. I need my lick back. Like, I'm so pissed about what happened. And I'm like, I know I'm fucking this nigga up when I see him. They wouldn't let me see him. They would not let me fight him at all, right? But anyway, let's go back. So they break up the fight. I get up. And I remember at the time, I told you, y'all see what color I am. I'm light skinned. So anytime I get marks on me, they're red usually. You know what I'm saying? I had a little Craig Mack fro. I was trying to grow my hair. So I had the little Craig Mack fro. I'm going to probably put the picture up on the screen so y'all can see what it looked like. I had the Craig Mack fro, whatever, and I remember me and Shawnee walking to the EBA bus station in East Liberty to get on a 71C to go to Wilkinsburg so I could go home. Now, here's the other thing too. I was on house arrest at the time in the SIS program. I mentioned this in videos before. So I drop her off at her bus stop. I got to kind of walk back down to my house, which is like 8-9 blocks from where she lives. We on the bus, is mad quiet. I don't want to say nothing because I know what just happened. I know what she saw. She's like, oh, you got something on your head. I'm like, what is it? I don't remember how. Maybe she had a mirror in her purse, and she shows me this shit. And I got this big, like, red brush burn right where my hairline is supposed to be, like right at the bottom of my hairline from him punching me. Like, it wasn't swelled up or bruised. It was like a brush burn, like his fist just like scuffed my shit. It looked like a cherry. And I was like, damn, this shit messed up. She was like, yeah. And we sitting there and got quiet. And she said with a straight face, she looked at me, she said, got the best of you, huh? Hey, yo. I immediately knew, oh, the relationship's over. She don't even respect me no more. Talking about he got the best of you and shit. She's like, let me see it, baby. I'm like, man, don't fucking touch me, man. Like, I swear to God, she broke up with me like a week later. Like, she couldn't take it. Like, I can't watch my nigga get crushed in front of me, have a scuff on his shit, on his fro, and then just still want to be turned on by it. Nah, it ain't happening. She broke up with me or whatever. I tried to fight Jose again on Monday in school. They wouldn't let it happen. I was tight. Like, nah, this shit can't ride, bro. I got to get my lick back. So, I don't know what. We ended up getting cool again, like, maybe at the end of that year or whatever. And he basically just said, like, I thought y'all was going to be mad at me for hanging with them. I'm like, nah, bro, we cool as fuck now. That's my man and shit. But, dog, that was my homie. And he wasn't known to be, like, no tough guy or no fighter or none. And this nigga just beat the brakes off me in a church parking lot across the street from Home Depot in front of mad niggas. And the fact is this, I'm glad social media wasn't around because I might have had to unalive some shit if I'd have been seeing my comments like, you got put in a blender. Hey, bro, parked you. Hey, what happened with Jose? If I'd have been seeing my comments like that, riddled with the slander, bro, I might have came to the school with the book bag and Columbine some shit, dog. Like, I was tight. Like, why would that ever happen to me in front of my shorty, bro? So that's my story about how I got beat up by my friend in front of my girlfriend in high school in 10th grade. Oh, shit, hold on. Then the school finds out that I fought after school, and they had some weird rule where you're still technically in school until you make it home after school, which is some dumb shit, and suspended me for 3 days for fighting. And then when the SIS program found out about it, anytime you're suspended from school, the days that you're suspended from school, you got to go to Schumann Detention Center, which is like juvenile lockup, and stay up there for 3 days since you ain't in school. So I got beat up in front of my girl. had a brush burn on my head, and then I got sent away in Schumann for 3 days while I was suspended and had to come back to school and just face everybody just cracking jokes on me. That was the nastiest work I ever experienced in my life. And he was riding me too, which was extra crazy. Hey, yo, man, I appreciate the support. Do me a favor again, hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, tell a friend and tell a friend. Again, any way that you can help contribute to grow the audience on my channel, I greatly appreciate it. Without you, there is no me, and I'm thankful for that, man. So until next time, these are the Chronicles of Mike Murphy.